Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and it's pretty windy today. I had to face it towards the rocks, away from the wind, against the rocks, so it wouldn't blow away. I had it sit down, and it started taking off, so it's a little breezy, but we're going to try to have some fun today, and I thought if I can do it, we'll see with all this wind, but I'd like to talk through like 3 or 4 maneuvers to work on if you're making that transition from beginner to intermediate, that'll set you up for other maneuvers or tricks that you want to learn. And the 3 basics thought I would walk through. A lot of you know them, or it's kind of obvious, but thought I would talk about it anyways, is the loop, the roll, and the stall. And then maybe talk about some combinations of those. Anyways, let's get this thing in the air and see what I can do. All right, guys, the wind's coming from the church. I'm holding the airplane still with my leg into the wind. That way we can throttle up. I don't really need it, but we'll go 1 click on the flaps. I want to see how it handles. I gave it a little down elevator mix, so I wanted to try that out, even though we're dealing with some crazy wind. And we'll go safe off, because if we're going to try maneuvers, we don't want to have it in safe. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. Oh, okay. The wind picked it up right away. Don't forget to turn those flaps off. And we'll speed it up just a little bit. We are flying on a 3S 2200 today, guys. And we'll bring it around. You guys want to do these when you're learning it. You want to start up a little bit higher. I will be down here a little bit lower, just so you guys can see what it's doing. But the first trick or maneuver that everybody tells you to try is the roll, right? Aileron roll. Just want to get it nosed into the wind, pitch the nose up just a little bit with some speed, of course, and then just hit the aileron and let it roll on over, and then get it leveled out again. And let's try that one more time. We're going to get it straight into the wind. Enough speed. Nose up just a little bit, and then just straight aileron. And it's going to be diving just a little bit when you come out of it. And then you just want to finish out the circuit here. Bring it on around. And one more time, just to show everybody that's what the roll is. That's an aileron roll. Now if you make it do a little up, down, or swirly action, that's a barrel roll. But all I wanted to show you guys was the aileron roll. That's the important, crucial, one of the first steps to many maneuvers, is learning that roll right there. All right, and then we're gonna do the loop, which is just the other axis on the controls. You want to give it lots of speed and then just pull back. And I pretty much stayed in the power that whole time, and a more advanced version of that is to learn to get off the throttle on the downslope and kind of let it glide down, and then coming back into the power to finish the loop. So bring it over the top, off the throttle, back in now, and completing it out. In that maneuver, that'll start getting your mind used to the up and down action of the stall. So we're power up into the loop, coming down easy, and then back in the throttle coming out of it. My loops aren't looking great because of all the wind. Here we're gonna roll after the loop to finish out that pattern. So there's one of those combinations that I was talking about. That's the more advanced. I mean, it's still 2 very basics. We're just combining them. So you come out of the loop, nose up, roll it, and then regain your composure, and then complete the circuit by going back in downwind and then back nose into the wind. Now for the stall, you want to get, a lot of times you don't want to do this trick or this maneuver right in front of you. You want to get down and then go straight up and then let it fall. Well, let me try that again. So that's one of the things that could happen. The maneuver, you just want to take it straight up and then cut the throttle and just let it fall nose down and then fly away. And it's just going to be kind of the same idea as the loop, except for you're not doing a loop, you're just going up and falling back down. And that's not, that's not the maneuver that most people are going to want to do, but that's the start, right? Learning that. You're going to want to grow that maneuver into hitting the rudder and making it hammerhead over or whatever, or in the climb, doing the roll on the climb and then coming out of it. Hopefully you guys could see that. I didn't look up hard because of the sun. We'll bring it back. We'll try that again. You do, like I said earlier, you do want to, when you're first learning these, to do these much higher. And then you can do the roll down too. So that's probably a little bit harder to get used to because your airplane's falling to the ground, right? So just to go over it again, nose up, roll, and then level back out. And then you can come around and then it's nose into the wind, up, and then just carry it up. Just keep that elevator going and then back in the throttle there at the end to level out. Now one thing you can do, my timer's about to go off, but one more thing that you can do with that loop, once you're comfortable with the roll and the loop, you can go to the top of the loop, roll it, and then bring it down under. That was kind of exaggerated because of the strong wind. Typically you would stay in the power and get that roll a little bit quicker. Now today I have picked the Valiant to show you guys this stuff because it's a really good second level airplane with a flat wing, ailerons. Ailerons are going to be key to a lot of these maneuvers. You want to use an airplane that's capable, obviously. So let's bring this in so I can check my timer. Oh, I did want to try the flaps out, so let's take it back around and we'll go full flaps. I want to see if it flares up on me. Back it off to at least half throttle here. Here we go, full flaps. It kind of held its line. It's hard to tell because of the wind, but the wind is strong. In fact, once I get close to the ground here, we need to shut the flaps off so it doesn't lift back into the air. There we go. And I need to stop it so it doesn't take off on me. There we go, I'm over it. So guys, I know I perform these maneuvers in a pretty windy conditions. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. The roll, really simply, nose up just a little bit, hit the aileron. After you take the elevator back to neutral, just straight aileron, and it'll roll over, get the wing straight again, then just fly away. The loop, just hold that elevator back, carry the speed all the way to the top, cut your throttle, let it drop down at least to we'll say the 9 o'clock position or the 3 o'clock, whichever, then back into power to bring it out straight. The stall, you're just going to make it go straight up and reduce your power at the top and let it fall back down. Eventually you'll grow that maneuver into making it turn back towards you, rolling out, and then there's all those pop the tops and all that stuff that you'll learn from those maneuvers. But to start off with, those are the three big basics, and then combining them and all those things. So guys, even though it was crazy windy again today, we can't get away from this wind. It is crazy, but still having fun with this hobby, and I'm able to get out here, and big thanks to the Lord. Guys, I appreciate all your support, and hopefully you guys got something out of today's video. There'll be this airplane, the radio, and the battery all be linked in the description box if you guys are interested in learning these maneuvers with this airplane or this setup. And guys, until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.